Adrian. That's that because I believe he is a free agent right now. He's kind of in the middle of like leaving a couple of different gigs he has. I would be shocked if it wasn't Sham Charania that replaces Woj at ESPN. It's going to do it for us. Thank you to you, Sam, as always. Thank you, David Ardsma, for hanging out on the program as well. We're back with you on Thursday, a Thursday night NFL preview, a whole bunch more. That does it for Sports Wrap. We'll see you later.
I hate car shopping. I don't like dealing with all the rude salespeople.
We get it. Greg here with the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. Have you noticed that prices have skyrocketed and the level of service has tanked? Whatever it is we're shopping for, so have we. If you're shopping for your next vehicle, try the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. Visit us on PaHrumpCars.com to shop from a great selection of new Chevrolet and GMCs, plus hundreds of quality pre-owned vehicles.
Wow, the Auto Plaza makes it easy.
Ace Country.
Rise and shine. Tune in Sunday mornings at 8 for the Classic Country Breakfast with me, Mikey. I'll be playing a whole hour of all the classics. From Willie.
On the road again.
To Johnny.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
To Patsy.
Crazy.
To Dolly.
Jolene, Jolene.
All the classic country music to start your Sunday morning.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted Best of Las Vegas. Give them a call, 702-727-9900.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio and streaming at KPVM.TV. And now on Roku devices on this Wednesday, September 18th. Good evening, I'm Chris Palermo. Here's what's happening. A two-vehicle crash occurred this afternoon near Ian Deutsch Park on Honeysuckle Street and Dandelion Street. News 25 reporter Anthony Roberts has the details.
On Wednesday, September 18th, just after 1 p.m., a two-vehicle crash occurred at the intersection of Honeysuckle Street and Dandelion Street. According to witnesses at the scene, a Ford Explorer traveling eastbound on Honeysuckle pulled out in front of the silver Hyundai, which was traveling southbound on Dandelion Street. The silver sedan made contact with the back left side of the Explorer. The driver of the Hyundai was transported to Desert View Hospital with unknown injuries, while the driver of the Ford denied medical. Traffic was directed around the crash scene during the investigation and cleanup.
More news now, continuing our coverage of the semi-truck collision that occurred at 1 a.m. on September 17th. Officials have confirmed that the road will be closed until further notice due to the hazardous chemicals. Rory Rosell has more.
The US 95 remains closed indefinitely after a serious collision early Tuesday morning near Indian Springs. The Nevada Highway Patrol reported the incident around 1 a.m. on September 17th at approximately mile marker 13, involving two semi-trucks that collided head-on. One of the trucks was transporting lithium-ion batteries, and the other was carrying lumber. Both of the vehicles were destroyed in a crash and the subsequent fire, although no serious injuries have been reported. Traffic is being diverted as follows. Southbound vehicles on US 95 are being rerouted to Highway 160 towards Pahrump, while northbound traffic is being turned around at Indian Springs. Emergency responders from the Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue Services and the Nevada National Security Site were on site working on the damages of the situation. As of Tuesday afternoon, both northbound and southbound lanes on the US 95 remained closed while crews assess damage and clean up the area. Motorists are still advised to seek alternative routes until further notice.
The U.S. House Homeland Security Committee held a hearing on the border crisis today. During the hearing, information of a border crisis cover-up is revealed that shocks the House members, and News 25 has the story.
Today, Wednesday, September 18th, the U.S. House Homeland Security Committee held a hearing on the border crisis. Patty Morin, who is the mother of Rachel Morin, a young woman who was brutally raped and murdered by an illegal migrant, spoke at the House hearing.
An illegal immigrant that was a gotaway from El Salvador had waited for her on the trail. I was told that they grabbed her, dragged her through the woods, raped her, strangled her, murdered her. We were told that her body was blanketed in bruises. And I can tell you from looking at her when I went to the funeral home that it was probably the most graphic thing that I've ever seen. If they had done the border protocols that were in place but was set aside of just a simple DNA swab, they would have known that he had a Interpol warrant for murder in his home country, and that's why he was fleeing to the United States. They say that the borders are safe. We live 1,800 miles away from the southern border. They're not safe.
House Chairman Mr. Green spent his time focusing on the failed policies of the Biden and Harris administration.
We have to put a stop to this. And to hear today from you that the person who did this to your daughter walked across our southern border, a policy that had been in place to do DNA testing, would have identified him as a murderer fleeing his own country, a policy that was done away with by this administration, led to the death of your daughter. And it'll be real hard to convince me otherwise. Mr. Heike, thank you for your valuable testimony. I want to thank you for your years of service to the country. You've kept 5 administrations. You've got firsthand experience. And what you said today in your 5 minutes, to me, is devastating to the policy decisions that this administration has made. You were very clear that they decreased returning people to other countries. They decreased detention, and it was purposeful policy changes, intentional. It led to massive increases in migration to our country. Then you were told to hide it so the media couldn't see it. How many times have we sat here and held hearings over the lawlessness of this administration and its refusal to obey the laws and secure our borders? We've passed legislation only to be ignored by Democrats. We've held cabinet officials ignored by Democrats. It was brought up today by one of my colleagues about this impeachment. I'm sorry. If you have a cabinet secretary who just gets to do whatever they want and not follow the laws of Congress, why do we have a Congress in the first place? But I guess Congress don't feel offended, right? Because the president was told by the Supreme Court he can't pay off student loans. He said, I don't care, I'm going to do it anyway. I guess we don't need a Supreme Court either. We should just have a king. It doesn't have to be like this. It cannot continue to be like this. And I'm going to fight as long as I have the strength to ensure that we return to some form of law and order and sanity on this issue.
More local stories and election coverage coming up. You're watching News 25.
Car wreck? Check. Motorcycle wreck? Check. Truck wreck? Check. Bicycle wreck? Check. UFO wreck? What? In a wreck? You need a check. Call Lerner & Rowe today.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
I hate car shopping. I don't like dealing with all the rude salespeople.
We get it. Greg here with the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. Have you noticed that prices have skyrocketed and the level of service has tanked? Whatever it is we're shopping for, so have we. If you're shopping for your next vehicle, try the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. Visit us on PahrumpCars.com to shop from a great selection of new Chevrolet and GMCs, plus hundreds of quality pre-owned vehicles.
Wow, the Auto Plaza makes it easy.
America is great and Pahrump is awesome. We have room for our furry friends, and when it's time to care for them, we have the best feed store, Shadow Mountain Feed. Who did Siegfried and Roy call on when their dolphin quit eating? Shadow Mountain Feed. They developed a nutrition solution right in their store. From elephants to dogs and everything in between, they have what you need to feed, grow, and show your animals. They have everything except bread. Don't go there for bread. Shadow Mountain Feed, your one-stop care center for your best friends. At 2371 West Bell Vista, call 775-727-5527.
Ace Country.
Rise and shine. Tune in Sunday mornings at 8 for the Classic Country Breakfast with me, Mikey. I'll be playing a whole hour of all the classics. From Willie.
On the road again.
To Johnny.
I fell into a burning ring of fire.
To Patsy.
Crazy.
To Dolly.
Jolene, Jolene.
All the classic country music to start your Sunday morning. You bring the hash browns, and I'll bring the Hank.
Got bills? Need some pay? Then come be a cowboy trucker at Ponderosa Dairies in Amargosa Valley. They're currently seeking experienced CDL drivers to haul hay, grain, and milk while earning up to $2,000 a week. This isn't a job, it's a career. Whether you hit the open road or drive around Nevada's biggest dairy, they offer a great wage, benefits, and 401k retirement package. If you have what it takes to be a good hand, isn't it time you ride for the brand? The beautiful Ponderosa Dairies are currently hiring qualified CDL drivers who have doubles and tankers endorsements, as well as the ability to drive a standard transmission. If this is you, call Ed now, 702-682-3339. Once again, 702-682-3339. Send an email with your information to ap@ponderosadairy.com. Join the family at Ponderosa Dairy.
Big rigs can cause big injuries. Get big help. Get Lerner and Rowe.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
And welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. With only 47 days till Election Day, News 25 is continuing to cover the latest in election news. Some rather big news today from organized labor, as the Teamsters Union have announced they would not endorse a presidential candidate in the 2024 election. Traditionally, labor parties almost automatically endorse the Democratic Party. Teamsters General President Sean O'Brien told the Hill online publication that the union did not endorse Vice President Harris or former President Trump because both candidates didn't commit on the core issues that we need to get accomplished on behalf of our members. It's only the third time that the union has not endorsed a presidential candidate since 1960. In a Teamsters Commission survey conducted by an independent third party between July 24th and September 15th, 59% of Teamsters members voted to endorse Trump compared to the 34% for Harris. More news now. Vice President Kamala Harris visited the National Association of Black Journalists television station WHYY interview to talk about a few things going on in today's society and what she plans to do if elected.
Vice President Kamala Harris criticized Donald Trump's inflammatory rhetoric about migrants during a campaign interview with the National Association of Black Journalists in Philadelphia.
When you have these positions, when you have that kind of microphone in front of you, you really ought to understand at a very deep level how much your words have meaning. I learned at a very young stage in my career that the meaning of my words could impact whether somebody was free or in prison. When you are bestowed with a microphone that is that big, there is a profound responsibility that comes with that. That is an extension of what should not be lost in this moment, this concept of the public trust.
Harris condemned Trump's claims about immigrants and the violence that they allegedly incite, stating that such rhetoric has heightened fear and insecurity among various communities, including the LGBTQ community, immigrants, and women.
Yes, I feel safe. I have Secret Service protection. But that doesn't change my perspective on the importance of of fighting for the safety of everybody in our country. And doing everything we can to, again, lift people up and not beat people down so they feel alone and are made to feel small and made to feel like they're somehow not a part of it or us.
Harris says she urges voters to ensure Trump does not have a platform to spread this rhetoric again. This interview contrasted sharply with Trump's previous appearances with the National Association of Black Journalists. Trump had previously questioned Harris's racial identity, a tactic she had dismissed as divisive. Harris reaffirmed her commitment to earning the support of Black voters at this interview.
So I appreciate the spirit of the question, but I'll tell you, I've often been asked this question in a way that I've had to respond by first saying that I think it's very important to not operate from the assumption that Black men are in anybody's pocket. Black men are like any other voting group. You got to earn their vote. So I'm working to earn the vote, not assuming I'm going to have it because I am Black, but because the policies and the perspectives I have understands what we must do to recognize the needs of all communities, and I intend to be a president for all people.
Regarding reparations, Harris did not take a definitive stance, but she did acknowledge the need to address historical impacts of slavery and redlining. She also endorsed a two-state solution to the Israel-Palestinian conflict, supporting a ceasefire and ensuring security and dignity for both Israelis and Palestinians.
I absolutely believe that this war has to end, and it has to end as soon as possible. Stepping back, October 7, 1,200 Israelis were slaughtered, and actually and some Americans, by the way, in that number, slaughtered. Young people who were attending a concert, women were horribly raped. And yes, so I have said, Israel has a right to defend itself. We would.
This week, Vice President Kamala Harris is speaking to the Congressional Hispanic Caucus Institute's 47th Annual Leadership Conference in Washington, and she also has trips planned later this week in Michigan and Wisconsin.
And Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump's latest Nevada rally reached full capacity, with many waiting outside to be let in. Here in our essential swing state, News 25 Las Vegas correspondent Maria Centers covered the gigantic event in its entirety and now joins us with the real news details.
A diverse melting pot of U.S. President Donald J. Trump supporters maxed out his latest Las Vegas rally held in our vital swing state. As Trump stated, quote, "If we win Nevada, we win the whole thing." News 25 Las Vegas spoke to an array of voters from near and far about what brought them out on Friday the 13th and why President Trump has their vote for a second term as America's commander-in-chief. Now let's check this out.
We love Trump. So we drove all the way from California, and we're here to represent the Asian community, and we're just here to support him.
Thousands of people are already lined up. What brought you here today?
I'm actually out here for work. I'm in commercial construction. I've been out here since the beginning of summer from Boise, Idaho, and saw a great opportunity to not go home and to be here instead.
We all came from, it's not just me, we have around 19 members from South Korea. We are not the citizens of America. We came here from, we don't have the right to vote for President Trump, but we have to voice our support for him because the world's freedom depends whether America gets him into the office.
What attracts you to Donald J. Trump versus Kamala Harris?
Well, you know, it's just hands down his love for country, the fact that he supports legal immigration, and he fights for us. There's everything's so great about Donald Trump. He's already been in office for 4 years before, so we know that he's not going to be a dictator, and I know that his policies work. Just look at what's been happening in the last 3.5 years.
Why does Donald J. Trump have your vote this year?
Because it's statistical facts between 4 years of him doing a job and someone else doing 3.5 years.
South Korea to Sin City. How'd you get here?
Well, we arrived here in Tennessee, and we actually went to Newark Liberty Airport to pick up our new members. And then we got news that, hey, President Trump is going to hold a rally here in Las Vegas. And we drove for like 40 hours straight, no rest.
That shows initiative and gumption.
Yeah, I mean, you need to show this kind of determination to show to Americans that we really love President Trump.
He walks the talk, and that's why we are voting for him, and that's why we are going to get him back into office.
Tell us about your experience living and working in Clark County.
It's been great. I've been in South Henderson, and I love this area, and do some volunteer work out here, and this is a great way to support them.
Did you take the day off today?
Of course I did.
Asians are really for President Trump, not just Asian Americans, but Asians are for President Trump.
U.S. President Donald J. Trump's latest Nevada rally was held at the Expo at World Market Center, which serves as Las Vegas's largest downtown convention center and venue. I'm Maria Centers with News 25 Las Vegas.
Well, the home team and the WNBA Las Vegas Aces, Asia Wilson, breaking more records. And here's Mikey with your look at sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Las Vegas Aviators lost a close one last night to the El Paso Chihuahuas 7-5. Rematch this evening at 7:05. Another day, another record. Asia Wilson scored 21 points and set the WNBA record for most rebounds in a season as the Las Vegas Aces defeated the Seattle Storm 85-72 on Tuesday night. Her 7 rebounds moved her past Chicago rookie Angel Reese for the most in a season, with 451. Wilson also extended her league record for points in a season, and now has 1,021 points. And remember hockey and the Vegas Golden Knights? They'll hit the ice for their first practice of the 2024-2025 season on Thursday. Training camp practices will be at City National Arena, and the sessions are open to the public. Only 4 more sleeps until
Sunday.
Raiders home opener. They welcome the Carolina Panthers. Plum Valley Trojans volleyball is at Beatty High School. That match is in progress. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
The all-important weather forecast coming up because Fall Festival starts tomorrow. You're watching News 25.
Change can be scary, as if your life's been turned upside down. But it comes with growth and a sense of freedom, much like the openness of the American road. We always arrive where we are meant to be, riding on the shoulders of those before us and preserving the core values that led us on our journey. Join Touchstone Energy Cooperatives in celebrating the power of human connections.
It's Ram Power Days all month long, and the best place to save on your new Ram is at Saida Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram. To celebrate, we are rolling out the savings on every new Ram in stock. We have over $6,000 off MSRP on all new 2024 Ram 1500 Trademan Crew Cab 4x4s. Or how about over $7,000 off MSRP on all new 2024 Ram 1500 Laramie Crew Cab 4x4s. Every Ram in stock has been drastically reduced. Ram also has an available standalone rate as low as 5.9%. Did you know Ram won Insurance Institute for Highway Safety's top safety pick? It's true, Ram is head and shoulders above the competition. Not only are you getting a substantial savings, but Ram has exceptional durability, advanced safety features, and an impressive towing capacity. It's Ram Power Days going on now and all month long at your original hometown dealer, Saida Trudeau Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram.
America is great and Pahrump is awesome. We have room for our furry friends, and when it's time to care for them, we have the best feed store, Shadow Mountain Feed. Who did Siegfried and Roy call on when their dolphin quit eating? Shadow Mountain Feed. They developed a nutrition solution right in their store. From elephants to dogs and everything in between, they have what you need to feed, grow, and show your animals. They have everything except bread. Don't go there for bread. Shadow Mountain Feed, your one-stop care center for your best friends. At 2371 West Bella Vista, call 775-727-5527.
I'm excited to announce my all-new mattress topper. In the times we're in, I wanted to bring you the best affordable mattress topper ever. So I took my two best technologies and combined them to make the ultimate mattress topper. And now you can get it for as low as $69.98. Queen size, only $99.98. It all starts with my famous MyPillow foam that provides you that overall full body support. Second is the individual comfort supports that give you an amazing custom sleep experience. It's like it's made specifically for you. The queen size alone has over 14,000 comfort supports. This is the perfect mattress topper to improve any bed. New bed, old bed, your guest beds. Get them for every bedroom in your house. Go to mypillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to get the all-new My Mattress Topper for as low as $69.98. Queen size, only $99.98. Don't delay, order today.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
And welcome back to News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. On this Wednesday, a quick programming note. We would like you to visit online, KPVM.TV. There is an ad survey there, and we'd like to know if you are seeing our advertisers. There's also provisions for you to write in comments for the programming on the television stations and for the Ace Country Radio Network.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, that's the famous Lerner and Rowe weather cam right outside of the KPVM television studios, Mount Charleston, right here in Pahrump. Now, I mentioned and alluded to earlier that the weather forecast is very important because the Pahrump Fall Festival hits tomorrow.
Hi, I'm attorney Jonathan Nelson of J.K. Nelson Law. We've been honored to be recognized by Best of Las Vegas and receive the Best Attorney in Pahrump for the past 4 years running. Awards are great, but helping clients get the money they deserve is why we're in business. After you've been injured in an auto accident, it's important not to listen to the insurance companies. Give us a call today, 775-727-9900. With offices in Pahrump, Southwest Vegas, and Summerlin, our team is here ready to fight for you for the money you're entitled to. So give us a call today.
I hate car shopping. I don't like dealing with all the rude salespeople.
We get it. Greg here with the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. Have you noticed that prices have skyrocketed and the level of service has tanked? Whatever it is we're shopping for, so have we. If you're shopping for your next vehicle, try the Pahrump Valley Auto Plaza. Visit us on PahrumpCars.com to shop from a great selection of new Chevrolet and GMCs, plus hundreds of quality pre-owned vehicles.
Wow, the Auto Plaza makes it easy.
Did you know that more than 80% of Americans want to spend their final days at home surrounded by loved ones? Sadly, most of them spend that time in a hospital. But at Nathan Adelson Hospice, our team meets the needs of patients and their families during the end-of-life journey at home. Hospice care is about focusing on what truly matters, your time together. And not all hospices are the same. So ask your doctor for a referral to Nathan Adelson Hospice.
Yay, citizens of Nevada, the Pahrump Fall Festival has returned. Join us Thursday, September 19th to Sunday, September 22nd at Petrick Park as we celebrate 59 years of mirth and merriment at the annual tradition that's perfect for the entire family. There'll be live music, rodeos, and carnival games, so come revel in fun as you feast on delectable fare, soar through the skies on thrilling rides, and enjoy exciting entertainment. We'll see you at the festival.
Good evening, Nevada. I'm Kaylee Bentler in the News 25 Weather Studios with some regional weather to start with. Right off the bat, weather twins Fernley Fallon at 67 degrees, Carson City 68, Tonopah 69, Goldfield 70, Beatty at Bay 81, Amargosa 87, Las Vegas 82, and Death Valley at 97. But in the Paradise of Pahrump, we're currently at 83 degrees and sunny. We saw a high of 85. Winds south-southeast 13 miles per hour, humidity 14%, and the sun rose at 6:29. And we'll set this evening at 6:46. Expect humidity at 23%, winds east-southeast 6 miles per hour with a low of 59 and clear skies. As for the rest of the week, we're seeing clouds rolling in tomorrow, but it will be mostly sunny at 86 degrees. Friday, we're looking at a 50% chance of rain in the evening, 82 degrees. Over the weekend, the sun is coming back out both days, 91 and 94, with clouds rolling back in on Monday. We're seeing 96 and then getting down on Wednesday to 93 with the sunshine. And that's your look at the weather. Back to the desk. Here's Chris.
Well, that looks pretty good, Kaylee. Thank you very much. And the winds look like they're coming down a little bit there because we have the parade for the Fall Festival on Saturday. Myself and Mikey Ruhan will be your announcers. Come on down, say hi to us and the staff, and that'll just about do it for all of us here tonight at News 25. I'm Chris Palermo. Make it a great night.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.